Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my shop. So this week I built the dust inhaler. If you're new to woodworking and you don't know what that is, it is a downdraft table. What it does is it sucks down dust as you're sanding. So the idea is that you would sand all your parts and anything that you do on top of this, and it would just suck all the dust down into your dust collector. So without further ado, let's get into this project. I started by rough cutting a strip of Baltic birch plywood that was 12.5 inches wide by 5 feet. I then took it over to the table saw and I cut it to 2 pieces that were 6 inches by 5 feet long. Over at the miter saw, I cut 45-degree miters to form the box. I cut 2 pieces at 2 feet and 2 pieces at 3 feet. I used a stop block to ensure both parallel sides were going to be the same length. I then went back to the table saw and cut a rabbet on one side of each piece. This is so that I can recess the bottom. To reinforce the miter joints, I marked out and routed holes for some dominoes. As you can see, my little humans came in to see what I was up to. While the glue was drying, I cut up some cleats from some scrap 3/4 inch plywood I had, and I cut it to 1 inch wide. I then cut them to length and glued and brad nailed them on. I used a piece of 1/4 inch MDF as a spacer to make sure the top will come even with the sides. I did this rather than cutting a rabbet because this would give me more meat to screw the top into. I then measured and cut the bottom from some 1/4 inch MDF. As you can see, this piece has some paint on it, but that's okay. You probably noticed by the thumbnail that I had painted this. And I got it to fit on the first try. Next, I marked out where to drill all the holes. I put them on 1 inch centers using a 1/4 inch drill bit. It would have been easier to go buy some pegboards for this, but I am a sucker for punishment. Leave your guess for how many holes I drilled in the comments below. Since you're watching me drill a bunch of holes, this is the perfect time to introduce you to the sponsor of this video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. You can explore new skills and deepen existing passions and get lost in creativity. They have many classes on woodworking, like how to make your own furniture and how to set up a woodworking shop and how to sharpen chisels. I recently took a class taught by Matt Balasai, and he talked about going viral and how to make content people want to share. He had a great personality and was an excellent instructor. On Skillshare, there is no ads and they are always launching new premium classes. It is less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. With the use of my combination square, I marked out the hole locations for the screws to fasten the top down. I just used some number 8 3/4 inch screws for this. After that, I then marked out and cut a 4 inch hole for the dust port. On the inside, I am adding a ramp-like structure to help guide the dust down to the dust port. I'm using Coroplast for this, and the best way to describe this stuff is it's like cardboard that is made from plastic rather than paper. This stuff is typically used for signage like election signs and realtor signs. My dad used to own a sign shop, and when he retired, he left me with a bunch of this stuff in various colors. Since I have this upside down, I went ahead and glued and brad nailed the bottom on. The bottom is made from 1/4 inch plywood. I did this to help keep the weight down, as I want this to be easy to lift and move out of the way when not needed. Then I removed the top and added some wood to stop the bottom from flopping around. And then, to make sure the box is airtight, I caulked the edges on the inside. I didn't do the corners as I had those miters super tight. I then reattached the top and added the 4-inch dust port so I can connect it to my dust collector. Now it's time to test it out, and I am super pleased with how this works, and that is always a great feeling. So you could probably call this project done. It's a working downdraft table. However, when I was doing my research on downdraft tables on YouTube, I couldn't help but notice how much they all started to look alike. So I decided to go over the top and try to make this look like something you could have bought in stores. I added a round over on all the sides. I think the router is about the messiest tool in my shop. I would love to have dust collection for it, but I don't like the idea of a hose restricting my movement. I then spray painted the top black and painted the bottom and sides blue. I had my wife make me a stencil using her Cricut machine. I wanted the lettering to be white, but my wife didn't have any white vinyl, so I had to resort to making a stencil and painting the letters on. In the end, this worked out okay, but not as perfect as I was hoping for, but it's good enough. I then added some corner brackets to protect the corners and the sides from getting dinged up from setting it down under my workbench. Not sure how well this will work out, but it makes it look cool. I then reattached the top again. It felt like I had done this a million times already. I should mention that I didn't want to glue it down. I wanted it to be removable in case I need to clean it out or replace the top. The last thing I did was I added a handle to the side. This style of handle is typically found on guitar amps. Plus I like that it snaps down flat so you don't snag things on it. And that's it. I do realize that it won't look this nice for very long. The black top will probably get scratched the first time I use it, but I did this for you guys. I wanted it to stand out above the other ones that you've seen here on YouTube. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it educational, and if not, I hope it was at least entertaining. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload a new video. And like always, we'll see you in the next one.